All right, I'm a little late, but that's okay. I'm also extremely, oh, I left my watch on. Try to turn this off. You guys get a nice close-up of my face. Wait, hold on. There. Just finished my workout. Running a little behind today. Oh, but wanted to make sure that I got that in before I did this video. And I'm trying really hard to stay on schedule when I tell you guys that I'm going to do a video, to do the video at that time, especially when it's a video on something that you guys have voted on. And supplements was the winner for this video. So we're going to talk about to supplement or not to supplement. That is the question. Oh, goodness gracious. And my voice is going to be a little wonky. I am on the up end of the crud, but my voice is still a little affected by it. So, why do people supplement? Totally understand. We all have extremely busy schedules right now. In fact, being a busy mom or a busy dad or just a busy human being, period, is something that's kind of glorified right now. So the busier you are, the higher your status level seems to be. And as busy people, we need foods and things that are really quick and easy to grab. Supplements are so helpful for that at times, but they can also be so detrimental. Excuse me. Another reason why people are grabbing supplements in such high force is because of the quality of our food right now. We have over-farmed a lot of different land. So the soil isn't as nutrient rich as it used to be. And there are actually some really cool studies out of California about that I can link in the comments, or excuse me, in the description when I share this as an IGTV. Thank you guys for being patient with the way that I'm talking right now. That show you how the quality of our soil has really been reduced over the last few decades. Also, marketing. Marketing has made it seem like we need to supplement. So with these three big things, us being busy, the quality of our food, and the marketing, it is no surprise that the supplement industries are, multi-billion-dollar industries. And I want to make something clear. When I say supplements, I don't just mean like protein powders and pre-workouts and things like that. I'm talking about vitamin supplementation also, which is very, very important because we tend to skip that when we're talking about supplements. And one of the things that I have my clients do, and they've been a little surprised about this, is tell me even all the vitamins that they're taking, because vitamins are not regulated by the FDA, which generally I don't have a problem with, but people hear that and they think that it's safe for them to take any and all vitamins out there no matter what, and that simply isn't true. There are vitamins that interact poorly with prescription medications. And there are vitamins that interact poorly with each other. They block the absorption of other vitamins. So it's very important, if you're on any kind of prescription medication, that you are running your vitamin intake through some kind of a software. I'll link a few of those in the description. Also, drugs.com has one. Your local pharmacist will be able to answer these questions also. But to make sure that the vitamins that you're choosing to take will not counteract your prescription medications. They can make your blood thinner if you're on, blood thinners. They can reduce the efficacy of, medications that you may be taking to save your life. So it's very, very important that you're running those by someone to make sure that you're not taking something that can be, really bad for you. Also, knowing when to take them. Multivitamins are really, really tricky, and the reason why they generally tell you to take a multivitamin twice a day is because they have vitamins that are both water-soluble and fat-soluble in there, and vitamins that you should be taking on an empty stomach, and vitamins that you should be taking with food, all mixed within one single multivitamin. So they tell you to take it twice in a day, so that if, let's say you take your first one in the morning, and some of the vitamins beat out the other vitamins for absorption. The theory is if you then take that vitamin again in the evening, the vitamins that were not absorbed appropriately, will then have more of a fighting chance to win during that second round. Not a lot of people know that. So that's very important information to have when you're deciding to supplement with vitamins. Oh, excuse me. Probably should have delayed this because of the way that I'm speaking. That's okay. So really, when we're having the conversation about supplements and whether you should be supplementing Vitamins should always be the first thing that you're thinking about. You should really go through and make a list of all of the different vitamins that you're taking. And I'm even talking like iron pills, vitamin C, vitamin D, your B vitamins, everything. Make a list. You don't need probably all the vitamins that you're taking, honestly. Most of it we get from our food, and we don't really need extra. Some of this stuff we do, but it's really important to evaluate that every now and then. Now, as for the supplements that you guys were probably expecting me to talk about, things like our protein powders, our pre-workouts, our meal replacement shakes. It's important to remember that these are also supposed to be supplemental, okay? That means filling in the gaps of your nutrition, something in addition to a healthy diet. If the vast majority of your calories and your energy and your nutrients are coming from supplements, it's time to take a step back and reevaluate, okay? You should not be replacing more than one meal with a supplement. If you are replacing, I'll get to the meal replacement shakes in a moment. But you should not be getting most of your nutrients from supplements. I see a lot of these companies that have you wear a patch and take all of these pills throughout the day, plus take all these shakes throughout the day, and you have to do all of that in order to be on their program, in order to have a healthy diet according to their standards. And that's just BS marketing, to be completely honest. You should not be following any programs that tell you to do that. So the first powdery supplement that I want to talk about is, of course, protein. And there are two main sources of protein. One is whey, and that is a quick release protein so that your body burns through it very quickly, and then casein, and that is the slower release protein that your body takes a while longer to digest. There are vegan proteins out there, but these are the two main proteins that you're going to find in your supplements. Neither is necessarily better than the other one. It just depends on what you want from it. If you've just worked out, whey would probably be better because it is, again, that quick release protein so that it's going to get to your muscles faster. Casein would be more, you can absolutely take casein after a workout also, but if you're going to have a protein shake, before bed to try to stifle catabolism, where your muscles are breaking down at night, then I would suggest casein is better for, the nighttime protein intake. Protein shakes are not meal replacement shakes. Very important point. Protein shakes are not meal replacement shakes. Protein shakes are a way for you to get more protein in particular if you are working out. Now, if you have a hard time eating protein throughout the day, you're not a big fan of meat, you're vegetarian, you just don't have an appetite, and you're drinking shakes to try to make yourself eat more, that is a little bit different of a situation. And you would be well advised to drink protein shakes throughout the day to help you eat more. The problem is when you're trying to eat less and you're doing that. One thing to really look out for in the protein shakes, again, not meal replacement, protein shakes, are the ingredients. You don't need a lot of stuff in it, okay? Protein. You may see BCAAs in there. Those are branched chain amino acids. Amino acids are the building blocks of protein, so it's just another form of protein that's in there, the BCAAs. Again, those are really more of an athletic supplement. So if you're just trying to get your protein in throughout the day, you really don't need to worry about BCAAs. Again, focusing on that whey and that casein. Now, moving into meal replacement shakes, and this is for a lot of my followers, this is a big one for them because a lot of you guys drink them, and that's fine. I drink a meal replacement shake, but I usually just do it as a snack. I mix it in with some yogurt and fruit. Delicious. So meal replacement shakes are really overused, though. And a lot of them are full of crap. It's just true, and that sucks. The meal replacement shakes by themselves generally do not have enough calories to be a meal. A lot of them run around 100 to 130 calories, which is perfectly fine for a snack. But if you are replacing a full meal with them, you need to make sure that you're adding in some kind of a milk, either one of the nut milks or actual legitimate milk. Mix it up with some fruit. You can add oatmeal, you can add avocado, you can add vegetables, so many things that you can add to these things. But you really want to get that calorie level, depending on the meal, up to 300 to 600 calories, depending on your weight and which meal it is. The shakes themselves are not enough for a meal. And there are a lot of programs out there. God, I know Arbonne has one right now that's 2 shakes a day plus a dinner. What does that sound like, guys? Slim fast diet culture, starving people. Ah, not good. And they don't have people beefing up their shakes, so they're telling these women of all shapes and all weights to drink this 100-calorie drink, maybe 120 calories, for breakfast and lunch and then have a sensible dinner, and they're losing weight because they're not eating enough. Those are not the meal replacement shakes that you need, okay? Beef it up. Make it a meal. Be healthy. Be smart about it. This is how the supplement industry gets you. And yeah, I sell supplements. I'm part of the supplement industry. But I have a soul. Not all of them do. I tell you should not do a live video on cold medicine. So really, really think about it when you're shopping and when you're talking to people about these. If they're telling you that you have to replace your meals with them, you should probably walk away. If they're telling you that you can replace your meals, a meal. If they're telling you that we understand you're busy, you're on the run in the morning, you're not eating breakfast right now, grab a shake. They're adding to your life then, okay? They're adding to your energy, they're adding to your nutrients. But if you're already getting in your 3 square meals a day, you're not hungry, you don't have to replace one of those meals with a shake. Don't let anyone tell you that you have to. If you get cravings after dinner and you have a sweet tooth and you're trying to stay away from the pies and the ice cream, mix up a shake like I do with my yogurt. That's absolutely fine. Just watch it when they tell you that you have to give up the food that you're already eating and replace it with a shake. Shakes should be adding to your life, not taking away from them. Pre-workout. That's another supplement that I get a lot of questions about. Pre-workout can reduce your perceived exertion, which means it makes you feel like you're doing less work than you are. And why is that important? That means that you can push harder. You can do more work with less effort. And that's what we want to do, right? We want to work smarter, not necessarily harder. It also, as I just said, helps you push harder. It is very valuable for people who have really strong goals, who want to get stronger, who want to really push in their workouts. Some people can drink coffee as a pre-workout, and it does the exact same thing for them. More power to those people. That is awesome. If you are currently killing your workouts without a pre-workout, you don't have to add one. I love my pre-workout. There are times, like in the afternoon when I'm dragging and I don't want to brew coffee, that I'll mix up some pre-workout with, a big jug of water. That's totally fine because my pre-workout just has the beta-alanine in it, which is the stuff that gives you kind of the tingles. Has quercetin in it, which helps with your immune support and your muscle growth, muscle repair, and then it has caffeine in it. So my pre-workout doesn't have a ton of weird stuff in it. There are a lot of them that do, and you would not want to take that as an afternoon pick-me-up. So really, as with all the other stuff, really watch your ingredients on the pre-workouts as well. Now, collagen. Collagen is another big one. Do we need to supplement? Do we not need to supplement? Collagen is another amino acid, like we've been talking about. Those amino acids, acids are the building blocks for protein. Your body does produce collagen, but it starts producing less and less as you get older. Now, if you are or were a smoker, or you had poor eating habits, or you were overweight, all of those things factor into how much collagen your body is producing, and it can get to the point where your body is producing little to no collagen anymore. Now, the studies are a little iffy, just meaning there haven't been enough studies done to categorically say yes or no that collagen is helpful long-term for everybody. But the anecdotal evidence is there, and I think we really should listen to anecdotal evidence when there has not been enough time to perform enough studies or enough long-term studies. Collagen has absolutely helped me with skin tightness. My ears used to be huge. They were gauged to 7/16 of an inch, and they'll never go back to where they were. But collagen has really helped to the elasticity of my ears. My hair, my kids killed it, absolutely killed it. But I finally am getting my growth back right here. Collagen supplementation absolutely did help me with that. But again, it's an individual process. So if you have taken collagen and have received no benefits from it, it doesn't mean that you're weird. Your body just may not need that collagen supplementation. It could be producing enough on its own. Creatine was the last one that I really wanted to talk about. Creatine's one of the safest supplements there is. It's, very well researched. I don't want to say no risk factors because you could have, a kidney disorder that would require you to consume less protein. And again, creatine is an amino acid, so, it's a building block of protein. You'd have to be careful of that. It does enhance your recovery, the qualities of your workout, your muscle growth. It can improve your glucose tolerance. I took creatine even when I was pregnant. There are studies saying yay for that, nay for that. It's really up to you what your goals are. Creatine, again, is produced by the body, but if you're wanting to increase your muscle growth, help your metabolism, help your weight loss, it is another supplement that you can take to help your body even more. Now, I've discussed 5 of the supplements that I am all for. If you want them, again, they are supplements. Nobody has to take these unless you have, a medical necessity or you're having a really hard time eating. But there are a lot of supplements that no one should be taking. Fat burners. Fat burners are a total waste of money. If you are if you are approached by someone telling you about their fat burner X, you need to ask them very politely to get out of your facial. Okay? Fat burners do not work. Thermogenetic pills, whatever they want to call them, they do not work. You are flushing your money down the toilet. There's not a single study out there that shows that they work. There's not a single bit of anecdotal evidence stating that fat burners work. Someone may say, oh, well, I lost weight on them. Yeah, you lost weight in a calorie deficit. You just happen to be taking a fat burner. Same thing with these carb blockers that are becoming very popular right now. There's a company that states they have a pill that will block 1/4 of the carbohydrates that you eat. And it sent me into a rage, and I got blocked by the person who advertised for it. Carb blockers are a waste of your time and your money. There are supplements like this that dull the communication between your brain and your body because they screw with your hormones. They screw with your ghrelin and your leptin, and I talk about these in almost every single one of my live videos. Those are the hormones that control your hunger cues. They screw up the communication between those hormones getting from your body to your brain so that you can no longer determine if you're actually hungry or not, so that you can no longer feel your actual hunger cues, so that your body doesn't understand whether it's truly hungry or whether you've just been pumping it full of supplements that you don't need. So really, please, I would beg of you to step away from those. The fat burners, the carb blockers, anything meant to make you feel like you are not hungry for most of the day. You may lose weight with them because you're also not eating a healthy diet in conjunction with them, because the companies that tend to sell those do not sell healthy diets. They sell starvation, they sell deprivation, and they sell terrible relationships with food. Please be an informed consumer. My door is always open to answer your questions about supplements. I am happy to tell you if I recommend a supplement or not. I am happy to give you links to the places where you can go to check the efficacy of supplements. 2 of the websites offhand, one of them is NSF, that's N as in Nancy, S as in Sam, F as in Frank, nsf.com. You can check whether your supplement is third-party tested on that site. They do check to make sure that the ingredients that the company says are in those supplements are actually in them. The other one is Informed Sport. Informed Sport is another third-party testing company, but they check to make sure that there are no banned ingredients in your supplements. There for a while, like Advocare was selling a pre-workout that had banned substances in it, and there were some Olympic athletes who got kicked out of the Olympics because they popped for illegal substances that were in the Advocare. Not good. So Informed Sport is really good for that. I'll check to see if there are any other ones, but yeah, check the description of this video. You will see one of the examples of the places where you can check, your vitamins interfering with your prescription meds. what's the other one that I said? I'll link to NSF, I'll link to Informed Sport, and if you think of any other ones, please let me know. Thank you guys for being so patient with my cold medicine-ridden self. I hope you all have a fantastic Wednesday, and again, please ask me any questions that you have about supplements, and I will lead you to some resources that you can review. Talk to you guys later.